it's very powerful what you're saying right now. And me and Nitish were talking earlier today about soft skills. I'm a very big believer of soft skills, and that when we talk to an individual, as you mentioned, Emmett, everybody is different, and not trying to manipulate the person, but if I can understand how they understand the information or how they like to get the information, I can adapt the way I'm talking to make sure it's easier for them. It doesn't mean I'm manipulating them, but I'm just kind of adapting myself. I guess this is why we have friends. When they speak like us, walk like us, do stuff like us, we don't need to do anything because it's easy from the beginning, but then eventually kind of rub against each other and understand how to understand each other better and become a better human being. And I think the more we have AI, the more the soft part and the soft skills will be important to your ability to connect. I only know you for 2 hours, but it's very easy and warm to communicate with you. And you didn't do anything on purpose. I don't think I did anything on purpose. It just, I guess, naturally happened.
He's, the guy who built TCP/IP, he interoperates with everyone.
So he thinks he adapted.
He's still adapting out there, right? Talk about this something, just to bring fun into it. Yesterday, and I thought it would be great to ask the question again, and I'm sorry if you feel bored about the question. The question that made everybody smile was, when you're at home and your internet goes down and you call up the company and the guy says, is your red and blue light blinking in the modem, how do you feel?
That's a good one.
Well, I went down and looked at my router, and no signal is getting to the router, so I think it has something to do with my carrier at that level. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know about you guys, but speaking for myself, I've been on the planet for a long time, and I'm constantly evolving. But part of the evolving is I'm evolving toward and I'm evolving away from. There was a time I love doing technical stuff. I love putting systems together. I loved it. I don't even have an interest in doing it now. At my home, I had all this stereo stuff I used to build and put together. I almost want to call my son sometimes to come in. Could you come and fix this? But I know how to fix it. And if I didn't know how to fix it, I know how to get on the internet and find the solution and just walk through the steps. Yeah. But we change over time in terms of what our priorities are. For me today, as it was in the beginning, human communications, our ability to have meaningful communications with clarity of purpose and desired outcomes. That whole process, you heard me say this before, what's the purpose, what's the desired outcome, what's the purpose? And it becomes almost my little mantra, what's the purpose? My great fear is that I speak of my country, we are so in camps, and rigidly so. Now, I recognize that I say that because I see that on media more than I see it in my personal life. Media shows us some of the worst parts of ourselves. And I'm sensitive to acknowledge that probably 80% of the people I know in the world are not like that, but you're not sure because they're now telling you, and I love the guys who get up and say, well, 34% of the people believe this and da-da-da. And I want to say, what's the sample size? What's the sample size?
Yeah, it's very similar when a vendor presents to me about the solution and say, according to our research, 34% of the SOC or the developers is like, how do you even get to this number? How is it 34, not 35, not 33?
Some KPIs you see, we stopped 1 billion attacks. How many attacks did you let go?
Yes.
How many attacks do I need to be breached? 1. Right? Those KPIs mean nothing.